Hello Heartland fans, how is everything going on? Welcome back to our channel, upcoming show. As we told in our episode 7 preview, this episode will rewind us various bitter memories of past and how the family dealt with it. Episode 7 starts with Amy and Lindy singing in the truck while driving. Then they had to stop to nearby petrol pump to refill the fuel. Then a very known face appears to Amy. That leaves Amy surprised and wordless. The man also seemed frightened and ashamed. Seeing Amy, he ran away from the place. The man was none other than Grady, the same person who had killed Ty in season 13. Grady works at the gas station now and was the one to clean the windshield of Amy's truck while it was being refueled. Seeing Grady again, especially not behind the bars, left Amy shell-shocked and she drove home in a daze. Amy then explained the entire event to Jack, who then told Tim about it. But as we know, Tim is the guy who always carries the hot pot in his head. So instead of settling things down, he decided to go and fight with the guy. Fortunately, Jack was right there with him. So when Tim punched Grady, Jack stopped Tim from doing any more damage. But when Amy found out where Tim and Jack went, when they got back into the ranch and what Tim did, she was not happy. So in the entire episode we saw Amy quite upset after seeing Grady, and Tim was more furious about Grady's presence, while Jack, as always, played the role of peacekeeper. After finding out about what Tim did to Grady, Amy admitted to Jack that just like him and Tim, Amy too had imagined punching Grady or doing much worse, and that she hates the man who took her husband from her while also being angry at herself for feeling that way. Luckily, Jack was there for his granddaughter, with his wise words and shoulder to cry on, and he let Amy know that it's okay to feel everything that she is feeling, including being angry at her dad. Here is their conversation. Jack said, "You can feel that way. You can feel however you want." Amy replied, "I'm angry. I'm angry at Grady. I'm angry at myself. I'm angry at Dad for acting like such an idiot. Why didn't he ask me what I wanted?" Jack replied, "I know. What Tim did was all kinds of wrong, but we are not always the best versions of ourselves at times like this. Often, we are the very worst." Amy then decided to confront Grady. She took Ty's old blue pickup truck and drove to the gas station where Grady worked. She apologized to Grady for Tim's behavior and told Grady that she is moving on it and so should he. Amy said, "I don't know what kind of person you are. All I know is that you took someone from me. Someone who I love very much, and I have to live with that for the rest of my life." Grady replied, "Yeah, so do I. Listen, I didn't mean to hurt you or your husband, but I'm sorry it happened." Amy replied, "That's not good enough. You took so much from me, but not everything. I have a good life and I am moving on with it. So should you." Now let's see what Tim did to Grady. During the course of Heartland 15, episode 7, we saw Tim go through a roller coaster of emotions and he didn't know how to handle any of them. First, he took off in the middle of the night, leaving Jessica quite literally in the dark. He even forgot to take his phone with him, so when he turned up in the morning, Jessica was worried sick about him, especially since earlier in the evening, Tim told Jessica that he felt like he didn't do anything to protect Amy from Grady ever coming back, and that it's his fault that Grady did return to Hudson. Then he could not focus while he and Jack were roping steers to treat them for food rot. So Tim ended up poking his horse, Champ, in the process, and Tim also blew up at Jack because Jack didn't see Grady as a criminal like Tim does. Jack, of course, knew that Tim was being irrational and told Tim that he's not going to let Tim end up behind bars because he wants to protect his daughter from Grady. But the two men ended up being at odds with each other for most of the episode anyway. And then Tim was impatient when Amy offered to work with Champ to build the horse's confidence back up. He even insisted he give Champ a run to see if the horse is back to his old self again against Amy's advice. So when Champ acted out again, Amy and Tim got into a shouting match with each other. Tim couldn't understand how Amy is not angry at Grady for killing Ty. So Amy had to explain to her father that there are a lot of people that they could blame for Ty's death. From J.D. Worth hired Grady to shoot the wolf, and the doctors who let Ty go home too soon to Amy, Ty died, but didn't make Ty go back in the hospital. But that it's not worth to play the blame game. All she can do is try to move on, and that Tim should find a way to do that too. Here is their conversation. Amy said, "You know, Dad, there is a lot of blame to go all around, but I have to fight it. Cause yeah, I'm angry, but I'm not gonna let it ruin my life. I have come way too far that." Tim said, "I should have done something. I should have had a lawyer to put Grady away. I should have protected you." Amy then said, "You are not listening to me, Dad. Grady is not a monster, okay? Yes, he pulled the trigger, but he was not aiming at me or at Ty. He was shooting at a wolf. What happened? It was horrible. And there is no way to make sense of it." Tim said, "I don't know what to do. I don't know how to make it better." Amy replied, "I don't know that there is a way to make it better. All we can do is keep going. You know, after Mom, it was Spartan joining up with him. That helped me connect with myself and with the horses. And after Ty, it was Lindy, who kept me from losing myself again. You need to find that works for you before your anger burns everything down." After the two calmed down, Tim realized that Amy is right. So he decided to work with Champ himself and eventually got the horse to join up, just like Amy did with Spartan in season 1. The next day, Tim and Jack successfully treated their cattle, and Tim apologized to Jack. Jack to pull Tim off Grady before Tim did more damage. Tim even told Jack that he's a good man and thanked Jack for showing what a good man looked like. And finally, Tim also apologized to Jessica for leaving in the middle of the night without telling her. This video is made with the help of tvshowpilot.com. Its complete article is in the description below. This is the first part of the series. We will come up with second part, so stay tuned with us to know what more events took place in episode 7. That's it for today, guys. If you like our content, like our video, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for notification.